Hey guys, Pikachu the Banana Split here, and I know, I haven't really been posting that much recently. I've actually been spending a bit more time on DeviantArt than YouTube right now, because I am actually creating my own series. It's called Wasteland Warriors. Here's like the poster right here. But I'm not here to talk about my series. Although, I will leave a link to an explained I've done for the series so you can check it out and have a better understanding of the series, and also feel free to kind of like check out a few of the stories if you're interested. But I'm here to talk about something major that's been happening recently. No, I'm not talking about the conflict in the Middle East, although that is actually kind of major because this almost feels like we're witnessing the build-up to World War III. The amount of countries that are getting themselves involved. But I'm not here to talk about that. Instead, I'm here to talk about something that has recently been happening in Hollywood. More specifically, Paramount. Because last month, Paramount announced that they're going to buy Warner Brothers. Paramount is going to buy Warner Brothers. So, for the past few months, there has been almost like a bidding war between Netflix and Paramount over Warner Brothers. And for a long time, we thought it would be Netflix. I actually did a video on that, but I actually deleted it. And I felt it was going to be like Amazon purchasing Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer all over again. One of the big companies, one of the big film companies, being purchased by the streaming companies, because the streaming companies are slowly becoming the new top dogs. But it seems Paramount has beaten Netflix to it. Let's just say Paramount offered the better deal. They've actually finalized the bid to $111 billion. And I don't think you guys understand how much that deal actually is. For perspective, Disney only purchased 20th Century Fox for $71 billion. So Paramount is paying $40 billion more to purchase Warner Brothers. With Paramount and Warner Brothers under the same belt, the monopoly Skydance is going to have. They may actually have the potential to actually compete with Disney, because Disney has themselves and 20th Century Fox, while Skydance is going to have both Paramount and Warner Brothers. But the deal isn't exactly finalized yet. It's still kind of going through the paperwork, and there's going to be like a final decision on the 23rd of April, and basically we're kind of holding our breaths for that moment. Either the deal is going to be accepted or rejected. So the clock's ticking for Paramount to actually make up their mind, or Warner Brothers. But with Paramount and Warner Brothers under the same company, the franchises and different companies that Ellison's going to have access to. So, if this deal actually becomes final, then Ellison's going to have access to Fandango, Rotten Tomatoes, DC, HBO, CNN, CBS, Paramount Plus, TLC, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Animal Planet, CBS Sports, Adult Swim, HBO Max, Boomerang, Cinemax, the Discovery Channel, and MTV, just to name a few. And some of the major franchises include Harry Potter, Mad Max, The Conjuring, The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, Austin Powers, The Wizard of Oz, Gremlins, Mission Impossible, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Game of Thrones, Mortal Kombat, Transformers, directed by Michael Bay, The Flash, Aquaman, Joker, Green Lantern, Shazam, Teen Titans, Justice League, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Star Trek, A Quiet Place, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Rugrats, Avatar The Last Airbender, Garfield, Jimmy Neutron, the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, Top Gun, Scooby-Doo, SpongeBob, Jackass, Looney Tunes, and The Fairly Odd Parents, just to name a few. But it's also going to have things like Adventure Time, or regular shows, Steven Universe, Craig of the Creek, and all these other shows all together under the one umbrella. Speaking of Adventure Time, I actually saw something of almost like the original intro for Adventure Time, because it turns out, before being produced by Cartoon Network, they actually first went to Nickelodeon to see if they could get Adventure Time on that. But Nickelodeon denied it, so they then went to Cartoon Network. And for the record, Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network share like one of the most legendary rivalries of all time, up there with like Sonic and Mario, Pepsi and Coke, Star Wars and Star Trek, if they even have a rivalry at all, but you get the point. The point is, this deal is not only terrifying, it's actually also dangerous. And I thought Disney buying 20th Century Fox was scary enough, because 20th Century Fox is like one of the big guys, up there with Columbia Pictures and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. But it's actually also dangerous. The combined debt that Skydance is going to have as a result of owning both Warner Brothers and Paramount, that means the debts of both companies are going to be Skydance's problem. But judging by the kind of man Ellison is, I have a gut feeling he's going to try and cut corners to maximize profits. And if this deal actually becomes final, there's one thing that is sure to happen. Layoffs. And lots of them. When there's usually a merger between companies, there's always one thing that's certain. Layoffs. So, imagine the amount of people that are going to lose their jobs because of this. I can almost just feel protesters knocking on Hollywood's door. Or more specifically, Paramount's door. I could just already imagine the protesters knocking on Paramount's door. While it was said Netflix only wanted the studios, nothing else, Paramount wants Warner Brothers lock, stock, and barrel. The whole box and dice. The whole shebang. Everything. Paramount wants everything. Every single piece of of Warner Brothers, Paramount wants. All of it. Why must we live in a society where the bad guys always win? Just I'm even shocked a merger like this is even legal. I am, like, seriously lost for words right now. What is the US becoming? We're literally witnessing the US becoming, like, I don't know, the next North Korea. Yeah. But that's really gonna do it for today. Once again, also, please do check out my series. I'll leave a link to the explained in the description down below. Please check it out. The support would be greatly appreciated. And till next time, this is Pikachu the Banana Split, signing off.